I want to share a deal. It's an owner financed deal that I'm going to buy and then flip to a buyer. And then I've got a real life case study, if you will, of what another GoBundance guy who's shopping banks. And I want to show you just how raw analyzing these deals can look like, especially when it comes to getting them financed. Heather, Jeff, I want to turn it over to y'all so that you can spark our imaginations, all things that you learned last week. So
the one thing that was brought to my attention is we focus on too small of things in real estate, right? Meaning single family, trying to dial in and not looking at like land flips, land development. So I think my biggest takeaway this weekend was to open my eyes, cast a bigger net, per se.
Part of what this group is about, you don't know what you want. You only want what you know. What's crazy is that you're in Pigeon Forge learning this, and I'm in New Orleans learning the same thing. They're only flipping paper lots. The cost to actually turn the dirt and the profit margin on that project proved for these guys to be the same profit margin as flipping the paper lots. In other words, they're flipping the paper lots, making the same margin without ever going to the site.
The 3 types of money, the fast money, medium, and slow. And they said you should always be doing something in each of those. You know, a lot of us concentrate on long-term or short-term, but don't have any medium, which is like new construction and flips. I just think we needed to branch out some more on that. And they say to buy holds with the fast money you make to offset the depreciation so you don't have to pay taxes.
Right. And what I'm going to be able to do is take his cash to buy the apartment complex or the trailer park this year, and then we'll depreciate it, let him own it. But then I'm going to do a master lease purchase with him where he retains the title, but I get to operate the property, and we'll pay him his return on his money. We'll pay the note. And then based on the way that we operate it and the deal that we find, we will make the difference. And then we'll have a first right of refusal on the deal so that eventually when the time is right for him to exit that property, we're going to end up a multifamily property that we don't have to pay for. He's going to get his tax money back and have a cash flowing asset where he can make money with his money.
So she's saying you start with the business. Businesses are more profitable quicker than real estate, but you use the real estate to offset the profits. You use that depreciation to offset the profits you made in the business. And it's just like this continual cycle of, you know, it's like from her perspective, it was almost like you purchase the real estate when you need it, not necessarily because like you want another piece of real estate. But from her perspective, it was going after the business.
First of all, this has like been the best 24 minutes of my day. I'm so glad to be here. This is awesome. I already have like so many notes. What you were just describing to me, by the way, the deal with this gentleman just sounds like the second cousin to a 1031. It's but yet a more powerful cousin. Like that's so cool. So cool.
That's right. It's a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
You don't have to take it, and I am not offended. I don't buy every house that I make an offer on because I'm not the solution for everybody's pain. And that's okay. What I want to shift gears to is a creative financing way, right? Because this is deal structure and this is what we're talking about today. So I want to share my screen for a second and I want to show you what came across my desk this week. But here's the note that I want you to take away from all of this. This guy has been calling bankers and shopping them. Here's what's beautiful about this deal, y'all. It cost $2.9 million, but it will appraise for at least $3.4 million. And I'm going to sell it to him for $130,000. I'm going to finance the $130,000 to him, which is all on paper at 10.5%. So I'm going to make the 2 points difference, and I'm going to do the 20-year AM for him as well. Hey, if y'all have any other questions or you have deals that you want to analyze on our next call, send them to me and we'll look at them ahead of time so that we can present them and find clarity on them. And then also talk about creative ways of financing and things of that nature, just so that we can help people shake the trees and make a deal.